It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos, and it's coming up next.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin here in Denver, joined by Charles Davis. As CD, the Broncos are looking for a turnaround here in 2023. Coming off a 5-win season and a last-place finish in the AFC West. But this doesn't feel like a last-place team.
Nor to me, because when you look at them on offense, loaded with skill position players at wide receiver and running back, and then flip it over to the defensive side of the ball, and they can compete with anyone. They make it tough to run your offense.
And meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, one era ends, another begins. This is a team that finished 8-9 last year, missed out on the playoffs at the very end. What needs to happen for the green and gold to be playoff bound once more?
Everyone's focusing on how they're starting over on the offensive side of the ball. But to me, they have an accumulation of talent on defense that needs to play like a top 10, top 5 defense in the NFL.
And off we go from Denver. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career, because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay is giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Love going to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play fake. Here's Love. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On now is the Packers punter. Back deep for Denver, the rookie Marvin Mims. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work. And at the helm in his 2nd season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills. The ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage, and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. 3rd and 8 as they've got it as we resume action. They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. Down to the 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Short throw caught by Dosich. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. Let's go. Let's play. Let's play now, baby.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
Well, this game's not done just yet. A big conversion there on 4th down and a big gainer as well. They're going to have to play perfect football from here and get all the breaks, but at least they're giving themselves a shot.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
What's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely